Last night, you probably died, got chased by something with no face, or showed up to work with no pants on. And somehow you woke up like nothing happened, made coffee, and just moved on with your day like a normal person. Weird, right? Here's the thing, every single dream you've ever had is your brain leaving you a note while you're completely unconscious. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what your brain is trying to tell you every single night. And I'm going to be honest with you, one or two of these are going to feel a little too accurate. Stick around for that one. Trust me, you'll know it the second we get there. If you're into this kind of stuff, smash that like button and subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel a lot more than you'd think. Let's get into it. Falling. We're starting with the classic. The one dream basically every human on Earth has had at least once. You're falling, there's no ground under you, and right before you hit whatever's waiting down there, your body jerks awake like someone unplugged you from the wall. That jolt actually has a name. It's called a hypnic jerk, and no, it's not your soul coming back or whatever your grandma told you at Thanksgiving. It's just your muscles relaxing so fast your brain panics for a split second and thinks you're literally falling off a cliff. But the actual dream itself usually shows up when something in your real life feels out of control. Money, a relationship, a deadline you've been avoiding for 2 weeks straight. Your brain isn't being dramatic for no reason. It's basically going, hey, you've lost your grip on something, go figure it out. So if you've been having this one a lot lately, ask yourself honestly, what's the one thing you're not admitting you've lost control of? Teeth falling out. This one's just nasty. There's no other way to put it. You're mid-conversation with someone and your teeth start crumbling out of your mouth one by one, and somehow that's worse than any monster dream you've ever had in your entire life. Turns out this is one of the most Googled dreams on the planet, and once you break it down, the reason is actually pretty simple. Teeth are tied directly to how you look, how you talk, how people perceive you the second you open your mouth. So when your brain cooks up a nightmare about them falling out, it's usually poking at insecurity about aging, about saying the wrong thing in a big moment, or straight up losing confidence in how you're showing up to the world lately. Basically, your subconscious roasting you before your ex ever even gets the chance to. Kind of rude when you think about it, but okay. Brain message received. Being chased. Now this is the one where you're running for your life and your legs feel like they're made of wet cement. Being chased is the second most common dream worldwide, and here's the plot twist. It's not really about the thing chasing you at all. It's about what you're avoiding in real life. That could be a hard conversation, an unpaid bill sitting in a drawer, a decision rotting in your inbox, even a feeling you keep shoving down every time it tries to surface. Here's the part that gets people though. The monster almost never actually catches you. Your brain's not trying to scare you for the fun of it. It's trying to force you to finally turn around and face whatever it is head on. So next time you're getting chased in a dream, ask yourself honestly, what have I been running from all week? Let me know if you've had this one recently. I bet way more of you relate than you think. Naked in public. Picture this. You're standing in a crowded classroom or a work meeting. Everyone's staring, and you look down and realize you're completely 100% naked. Instant panic mode, heart rate through the roof. This dream is basically your brain's dramatic way of saying you feel exposed. Not literally naked, exposed as in judged, vulnerable, like people can see straight through you and know all your secrets. It usually shows up right when you're starting something new. A job, a relationship, even posting something online you're a little nervous about. Fun fact, in most versions of this dream, nobody around you even reacts. They just keep going about their day like nothing's happening at all. That's actually the real message hiding underneath it. You're way more worried about being judged than anyone else actually is. Kind of comforting once you sit with it for a second, honestly. Failing an exam. You graduated years ago, you've got a whole career, a mortgage, adult responsibilities stacking up by the day, and somehow you're still dreaming about failing a test you didn't even study for. This is called the exam dream, and funny enough, it's actually one of the most common anxiety dreams in full-grown adults, not students. It's not about school at all. It's about performance pressure in general. Your brain recycles the exam scenario because it's the clearest memory you have of literally being judged and evaluated in a room full of people. So it reuses that same setting whenever you're stressed about being graded in real life, at work, as a parent, even just as a person trying to hold it all together. If this one's been showing up a lot lately, you're probably putting way more pressure on yourself than anyone else actually is. Your ex. We gotta talk about this one because literally everybody's had it and everybody hates it, no exceptions. You're doing great, fully moved on, and then bam, a random Tuesday night dream where your ex is back, and you wake up confused, a little annoyed, maybe even a little sweaty. Here's the relief though. Dreaming about an ex almost never means you actually want them back, so don't spiral. It usually means there's unfinished emotional business sitting in the back of your brain, closure you never really got, a version of that relationship your mind is still quietly trying to process and file away for good. Your brain doesn't care about your timeline or your new relationship, it just keeps replaying whatever still feels open until it finally feels resolved. So no, it's not a sign to text them at 2 a.m. It's just your brain doing some overdue late-night paperwork. Getting cheated on. Cheating dreams are absolutely brutal because they feel so real you actually wake up mad at your partner for something they never even did in real life. 90% of the time, this has nothing to do with actual trust issues about your specific partner. It's about a deeper fear of loss, of not being enough, of things quietly changing without your permission. It can even show up during genuinely happy, secure periods of a relationship because big love often comes packaged with a big fear of losing it one day. So if you catch feelings at your partner over something that happened purely in a dream, maybe they didn't do it. But it's probably worth quietly asking yourself what you're actually scared of losing in the first place. Seeing someone who passed away. This one hits different, and if you've had it, you already know exactly what I mean. You see someone who died, and in the dream it feels so real you can smell them, hear their voice, feel like they're genuinely standing right there in front of you again. These dreams tend to show up during active grief, but they'll also randomly appear years later, completely out of nowhere, no warning at all. Psychologically speaking, brain is giving you a safe space to process a relationship that ended without your permission or your consent. Some people find these dreams deeply comforting, almost like a visit. Others wake up crying and can't shake it for the rest of the day. Either reaction is completely normal. This isn't your brain torturing you for fun. It's your brain trying to help you finish something that got cut off way too soon. Being trapped. You're stuck in a room, a maze, an elevator that won't move no matter what button you press, and no matter what you try, you simply can't get out. This dream is basically the physical, dramatic version of feeling stuck in your actual real life. A job you secretly hate, a relationship running on total autopilot, a routine that's slowly draining the life out of you day by day without you even noticing. The setting changes every single time, but the feeling underneath is always identical. Powerlessness. If you keep having this one on repeat, it's less about the dream itself and more about a real decision you've been avoiding making for way too long. Sleep paralysis. All right, saving the creepiest one for last. This is the dream where you technically wake up, but your body straight up refuses to move an inch, and sometimes you feel like there's a presence in the room actually watching you. Absolutely terrifying, no argument there, but here's the actual science behind it. During REM sleep, your brain paralyzes your muscles on purpose so you don't physically act out your dreams and accidentally hurt yourself or whoever's sleeping next to you. Sleep paralysis happens when your brain wakes up before your body gets the memo to move again, so you're fully conscious but locked in place like a hostage in your own bed. The presence people report feeling is your brain still half dreaming while you're technically awake, basically a hallucination stacked directly on top of real, genuine panic. It's scary as hell, no doubt about it, but it's not supernatural. It's just really bad timing between two systems in your brain that forgot to sync up with each other. So there you have it, 10 dreams almost every single person on this planet has had at some point. And every single one of them is your brain quietly trying to tell you something real about your actual life. Kind of wild how something that feels so completely random is usually the most honest conversation you have all week, and you're not even technically awake for it. Which one hit way too close to home for you? Tell me in the comments, I genuinely want to know which one you've had the most. And honestly, we've barely scratched the surface. There's a whole part 2 of dreams just as weird waiting to be covered. If you want that part 2, just say so in the comments and I'll make it happen. See you in the next one.